If you enjoy learning the Cherokee language with RSU TV, join our Signal Society. Your monthly gift of $10 a month ensures that RSU TV can continue to produce programs like the Cherokee language classes. Click the link in the description or call 1-800-823-7210 to join today.
Osio ni god, Wade Blevins, Davatong, Kalele, Jaketo, Kohig.
I screw Kalele, Judgitla, Kaletota, Kathy Sierra, Yoneka.
So we're just so happy that you're here to joining us with RSU TV and Cherokee Nation here for Cherokee 2. And this is Kohig, Nugsko, Nukine. So this is our 44th Cherokee lesson. So we're nearly at the end, guys. Those of you that have hung with us till the end, congratulations. And we hope that you've been enjoying the story that we've gone through. I know it's a very, very long one, but it's got some great vocabulary in it. So we're super happy to have Miss Kathy back with us today. And she'll be with us probably till the end. So till the last dog's dead, right?
I hope so.
So come, Idalena, jalagi idiwone. Okay, so today our reading selection, again, as we have been doing for the last several lessons, we've been choosing verses from the Bible. And this one looks like Luka ta line ayatotla chaneline udalka. Okay, Luka ta line ayatotla chaneline udalka. Okay, so Luka, that's Luke. Tatline, second, Ayatotla chapter. Chaneline Udalka, the 8th verse, correct? Okay, and so this, I believe, is a continuation of the Nativity story. So let's, this is interesting. I was reading through it earlier, and it's, We'll read it. Okay, it says, na, no. So for those of you at home, if you have trouble with this character, I love this character. For one thing, it always reminds me of Sue Thompson, because she would, or Sue Gertie, she would talk about this one and how you have to have your nose clean. When you're saying this sound,
because it comes out of your nose.
Yep, because it comes out of your nose. A lot of our sounds are nasalized. So this is na, and this is na. You can hear me breathing out my nose at the same time I say na. So na no, na I, ah hui. Dinik tia, okay, and this says dini ga tia, but I know this, to me I would say dinik tia, take care of them, right?
I would too, yes.
Okay. Ne do he, u dla da ne de I, u dla da ne dan de. Udla dan dan. Is that right there?
That's the way you would say it, but me, I would just say udla na da'i.
Udla na da.
I don't. That I guess there's a D sound in there.
Udla na da'i. Udla na da'i. And how would you say it again?
Udla na da'i.
Okay. I guess maybe there is a udlad na. I guess so. All right, interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Ahui, da, nik, ti, ye. Sanoye. Okay, so a lot of these words we know. So so this will be a fun one. Na no. That's like and there, right?
Yes.
Or and then. Na I nearby. Ahui dinik tia. It's really this is ahui, which is a deer, right? But in this case, they're talking about sheep,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Dinik tia, the ones that take care of them, right? They're taking care of them. So this is their word for shepherd. They're taking care of deer, but in modern Cherokee we say ahui uno den, right, for a deer, or we just shorten it and we say uno den.
Yes.
We just take the ahui off.
Yes.
But in this one, in the Bible, it's ahui dinik tiya, and that's shepherd. So aktiya means to take care of something, like even like a babysitter, right? Ane doha, or ane dohe. Sorry, ane dohe. That where they are. Udladnadai. Is that they're in the field?
That would be in the field.
In the field. So and nearby the shepherds were in the field.
And actually it means like if you had cleared a place.
Ah.
It's just Udlanadai, the place where but that's how a field looks, it's a
Right.
place where you keep
No trees
where you keep your animals. So
Okay.
that's what it actually means.
Udladnadai. Okay. Very cool. And then ahui danik tiya. They were taking care of their sheep, right? Sanoye at night. So and then of course if we look at the Bible, it says, and there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. So means pretty much the same in Cherokee as it does in English. And so I thought you would enjoy this one because probably even if you're not a church-goer person, you've probably heard this
Story.
This story, yeah. Shepherds watch their flocks by night, So this is how we would do it in Cherokee. Would you read this for us in Cherokee?
Na no na I ahui dinik tia ane dohe u tlona dai ahui danik tia sanoye.
Wadon. Perfect. All right. So so this is our conversational Cherokee. Of course, after 48 or after 44 lessons, I'm kind of running out of conversation. But this word, I've always enjoyed this word, this jalchiliyast, or alchiliyast or ulchiliyast. It means to be brave. And I always remember the word for a rooster.
Yes.
Jatog achilya, because that's the name for a male, or for a rooster. And this alchiliyast comes from that.
Right.
And jalchilyaste geseste, or you could say jalchilyaseste. Either way. And that just means be brave.
Yes.
So kind of buck up, right? Now, which would you say? Would you say jalchilyas gesest or jalchilyas sesti?
Jalchaya sesti.
That's the one you would use. Now,
And really it would just depend on, like if I was talking one-on-one with somebody, I would choose that. But if I was going to tell somebody, I'd tell them que es este.
Now, could you tell me the difference? I've heard geesesti, you know, to be. What is the difference between geesesti and geheest?
Geheesti. Geheesti. And what's that?
Geheesti.
Geheesti. Geheesti. Really nothing.
They're kind of the same, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
So could you use that in the Jalchilias geheest?
Geheest, yeah.
And-
I think geheesti is you're talking more to a person, to the person,
Ah, okay.
and then geheesti is just general. Be brave.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
think,
So, like, say for example, if we were gonna needlepoint a pillow and put on our sofa, then maybe we would use geesest because it's more in general. But if we were specifically talking to somebody, maybe they were frightened or something, and you'll say you might use geesest to give a little more.
like it reminds me of saying it to my grandchildren when they're scared to get out there and play ball or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and that's what
That's
made
what
me
you
think
would
of this
tell 'em,
too, because
yeah.
I was thinking of my daughter, and you know, when she's afraid, you know, to like we went to a cave a couple weeks ago, and she was kind of afraid to go in, you know, and those kinds of things. So that's what made me think about this phrase.
Geheesti. Yeah. I like that. I like that phrase too.
Yeah. So you at home, just be aware there are different ways to say it. Everyone understands it, and it makes sense. You know that geesest, gehest, and then of course you can mash the two words together and just stick it on the end of the word.
Yep.
Jalchilias.
That's Cherokee.
Yeah, that's the fabric. That's the great part of Cherokee, you know, and that's the richness, I think, of our language. It really is. I really believe that speaking Cherokee is part art, because you know, especially those speakers that just really have that. You know, they can say things in a way maybe you've never ever heard it before in your entire life. You've never heard it put together that way, but when you hear it, you immediately understand perfectly what they mean.
And this reminds me of the saying where when you're talking English, it's black and white, but when you put it in Cherokee, it's in color.
Yeah.
You know, it just brightens up the language when you're talking Cherokee, because so many things are just black and white. And then to me, like this word here, it just brightens up, be brave.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's,
it just has a richness in the meaning of it that just doesn't translate into English as well. Right. Yeah. So this is a good one for you to learn. You know, and this I think we've talked about the word brave. I think in Cherokee 1. So this is sort of a review, but sort of brand new. So. All right, so we'll have to catch you up to the story of where
Yes.
we're at. So I will do my best to read through it, and of course, as we all know, I'm a learner like everyone else, and I don't like reading in syllabary. I'm going to be honest, because it makes my brain work.
yes, it really does. Even me, you know, because we don't read that much because we don't have much to read. But
we don't do it a whole lot, and so So
it's work when it's time.
It is, and so I have made myself the task that I will read in Cherokee as much as possible, read in syllabary. So this we have Gal Dohit Oskai Du Dane Sontna Du Dane Son. The fat man
Stretched?
Yes, he opened his mouth, isn't it? Like he opened, that's it. I could not for the life of me remember that word in the last lesson. And I kept going, and I was like, I cannot think of what that is. Yes, that's it. Nigard joyet school waka du gan
Ate them all.
Ate all 300 cows. Garneg, Uyatana, Dikol, Dihyon, Nigod, Usane. Yeah, so he ate the garneg, the skin.
Every bit.
Uyatana, the hair. Dikol, the bones. Dihyon, the horns. Nigod, Usane, until it was all gone, right?
Yeah.
Usane is like it
Finished it.
finished it. Yeah. Klaskin, Sawu, Ugil, Utiya. So, and there wasn't even a single hair left.
Okay.
Now, would you say gil or would you say ugil?
Just like that, probably.
And because we were having this discussion with Miss Malvina, and to her she was like, well, to differentiate it between dog, which is the same, gil. She's like, I might say like ugil, just so that they could understand that I'm not talking about a dog.
But in this story, you know what you just know what it's supposed to be telling you.
We know there's not a dog in the story.
Yeah. So, either way would be fine, but.
And that means not even a single hair was left, right?
Right.
Yeah. Nole, then Joetsku, Sedon, Datlist, Utugist, Du Tahe. So, and then the 300 barrels full of alcohol he drank, right?
Yep.
Tla Ulis. Tla ulisquit Utane. There wasn't even a cup. He didn't even use a cup. Only two geest Degayesata Dugana Dai. He the last of the alcohol, he licked it off his fingers, right?
Yeah.
Would you say this word, licked, duganadai?
Duganadai, yes.
Duganadai. Okay, and degayesata, fingers, right? Skewus, digsultot, Huinegi. So, skewus, is that all? Digsultot, napkin. Huinegi, go get a napkin, right? So this word digsultot, how would you, literally, what does that mean? It's like something to wipe with?
To me, it's like digsultot, like that's what we say if we want to wash our hands. Digsultot, but it's, I don't know if it's...
it's like something to clean with, or something to wash
and
or wipe.
it don't have to be just a wipe, or it could be water. It could be
something to
just clean your hands.
Something
with.
to clean your hands.
You want to
with.
clean your hands.
Yeah.
But if you're going to say huinegi or huineki, that's going to differ if it's water or if it's liquid or if it's a rag.
Right. And if it's a rag, you would say
huineki.
Huineki. And then if it's like water or a basin, huinegi. Okay, and we talked about that. Remember, earlier in Cherokee too, the difference between go get something liquid and go get something flexible. Spelled the same, pronounced differently.
Yes, that's the hard part.
Yes. Utadane galjohit askaya asked the fat man. Ugawi uwej uwenasa. So the prince went to where the witch was at. Jadon.
It should be J.
Jedo, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, to me I said it that way first, and I was like, but that's not the sound, but Jedo, huh? Jayotla, Nikadug, I did what you asked, right? Jayotla, Nikadug, Gan Kanigit, Waka, Ale Kanigit, Atugist. All the cows are all gone and the alcohol is all gone. Skili usquangosa nudanela. She wondered how he did it. Usquangosa is like is that to be amazed or
amazed? She was amazed.
She was amazed that he did it. Right. Kilo tal juice what yigi. No one's finished two.
Right.
Meaning two tasks in this case. Seskin don't adenti ahiya. But the third task remains. The third thing to do is left. Should be ahiya.
Ahiya.
And ahiya, that means it remains, right? It's still left.
Ahiya.
Ahiya. It's left to do or something like that. Okay. Skin only adenti. This is the last to do, last thing to do.
Okay.
Klada yi taltis. Oh, klada yi taltis. You're not gonna get away, right? You're not gonna escape. Ueli se atskilin. Thought the witch, right? I'm gonna take your head off tonight, right?
Oh yes, she's gonna do that to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your head, Kousa, tonight.
Because I thought.
Because that's what she likes to do. She likes to take people's heads.
But so she's not going to let him do the third.
Right. She's not.
She's going to cut his head off.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna. So and then it says Yiji ya tinoga, Yiji ya tinoga, agwech ageha. Oh, Kousa jajeli asisti kanasula. Okay. So I'm gonna I'll bring my daughter tonight to your bedroom. That's de sto klest. Oh, de sto klest. Sit. You two sit. Ale de stanugi klest. Oh, de stanugi klest, and hug each other.
Okay. De stanugi. Okay.
Yeah. So she's saying you're gonna sit there and you're gonna have your arms around each other. Klesti ihitlan, klesti ihitlan. Don't go to sleep.
Right.
No sanoi dajilutsi. I'll come at midnight. Now, is there a difference between saying midnight and the word and just saying night?
Night. I think there is.
And the pronunciation?
I can't think of what they would say at midnight, but that's good.
But that works. Okay.
Yeah.
We got you. Klesti yidanugi la yigi. Klesti yidinugi la yig. If you're not hugging, right? If you're not holding each other, janula haga, then you've failed. I'm gonna remove your head. I'm gonna take your head off. This is going to be an easy task. This is going to be easy to do. thought the prince. Dodan tla yi Dodan tla yi dajitlan yi dajitlan. I'm for sure not gonna go sleep. Yi dajitlan. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Dodan. It's for certain.
Yes.
Yeah, it's for certain I'm not gonna go to sleep. Justeliski. We do yana. We do yana.
We do yana, huh?
Oh, Justeliski, his helpers. We do yana. He went and got his helpers. Do no sele atskili nuesa. He told him what the witch had said. Agwohiyu. I believe, right? Atskili, the witch. Dagilona
Stani.
Dagilona Stani. I believe the witch is going to trick me. Dagilona Stani. Udane, Ugawiyu Uedge, said the prince. Ejok Sostesti. Watch her, right?
Yeah.
Or watch him or watch her. But we know it's her because na Uedge Ageha. Tla Wul Teast. Tla Wul Teasti. Kana sula yigadule. I don't want her to escape the room. I don't want her to leave the room. Sahiyadid in the evening time, like dusk. Uwej ageha Tinotla, Kana Sula, Ugawiyu Uwej. So she brought the daughter to the prince's room. Ugawiyu Uwej, Unugitlane. He hugged her. Ini God Oskaya, Dula Westane. The tall man like wound himself around, and he wound around him. Dula Westane. Yeah, Dula Westane. Ijul. He wound around both of them. Ale Galjohe Ashkayan, and the fat man Galohist Wutlame. He sat in
by the door.
The door. Tlago hust eli you nothing could get out. You we do no tla. They sat there. Tla you won't say ageha. So the woman didn't talk. Tla you won't say nedang senoi, the moon ugali se ukata. It shone on her face. The moon shone on her face. Ugawiyu uwej wagagdostane. Wawak tostane. The prince stared at her, right? It stared at the daughter. Uli heli jona, he was happy. Tla yiduk tostane.
Didn't blink.
He didn't blink. Si wagak tosta. Continued looking. He continued staring at the daughter. Oh, new. So we got you all cut up.
Okay.
Okay. So uniyeta gesa sat du atli lisa. They were awake, Satdu Atli Lisa until 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were close. Unieja Gesa Satdu Atli Lisa. Okay, would you say that for us?
Unieja gese satdu atli Lisa.
Okay. So Unieja means they were awake. Gesa, and that's just emphasizing
The time.
Yeah. Satdu 11 Atli Lisa.
The time.
Yeah. Atli, what does that literally does that mean? Like it?
The time going, the time passing.
Yeah. Now, do you use Atli or do you use Yuanila?
Atli Lisa.
Atli. Do you, what communities usually use the other Yuanila?
I think more the north.
Okay.
North communities, I
Yeah.
think.
And that literally means it struck, right? Talking about like the bell.
It strikes 12 or 11 or.
Yeah, like when used to, of course, those of you that are too young to have any other timepiece other than your phone, but used to clocks on the hour a bell would ring.
Or bell would ring.
Yeah,
yes.
it would strike. There would be a striker, and it would hit, and so that's what it.
Why they say it that way.
Like that. Okay. Du donen no skili nigod yawi uni ya. Oh, okay. Uni ya gal jode. So we're probably going to spend a few minutes talking about this. So we're going to skip this first word and we're going to go to everything else, and then we'll talk about this first word. Skili, the witch. Nigod yawi, all the people. Uni ya gal jode, the ones that were in the house. Everyone in the house. Now, do done no, and they do done, they conjured them.
Okay.
What word do you use for like when somebody's putting medicine on someone, they bewitch them, they put a spell on them, they that kind of thing. We had a big discussion about this.
I can't remember the word, but it's something like that. Tell me the different words that you.
We also had looked at it's a word that almost means like being mad. It like.
I can't think of it.
But
it's.
I think there are in Cherokee there are probably a lot of different ways that you can talk about it, but also be aware that a lot of times in the language, it's kind of something that we don't talk about a lot, because I was always taught that if you talk about stuff like that, you're kind of going to bring it to you.
Yeah.
So you don't really.
Yeah, and if you didn't, a lot of people, if you didn't practice it, that language just was not in your vocabulary.
Right, yeah.
But I know the word, I just can't think of it, but it sounds like that. And I can't find the right saying. Oh.
It'll come to you.
Yes, maybe it'll come to me, but go ahead and just keep going.
Okay.
We'll find it.
The witch conjured everyone in the house, so. Okay. Stayosa wuni tlane. Put him into a hard sleep, right? Stayosa, to be.
Wuni tlane, yes.
Wuni tlane.
They went to sleep hard.
Hard, yeah. This word sty or stayosa can mean hard. It can mean sharp. Or in this one, we would probably in English we would say put him into a deep sleep.
Yes.
But I know my grandpa, he would say, I slept hard, and that means I slept really deep. Stayosa wunitlane. Would you say this one first?
Stayosa wunitlane.
They fell into a deep sleep. no le wajina hui wajina hui da he wajina hui da he uwe jagehya. Then and then he like she carried her off, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there we go. Then wajina hui da he uwe jagehya, took the daughter off. Would you read this one for us?
Nole wajina hui da he uwe jagehya.
Okay, and now this wajina hui da he, is that like to physically carry something off?
A person, that would be the word for a person, when you're carrying a person.
Yeah. Now, would you use the same word if you were like carrying like a dog off or carrying a cat off? Or?
But what would you say if you was carrying logs or something like that?
Oh.
Because that would be for a word for a living thing.
Yeah.
Or, well, I guess, doggy. Oh, my mind is just blank with those with the Cherokee. But dog. What's in the what? Help me, Wade. What was the word for carry?
It is
Carrying logs.
let's see.
Well, I guess that I'll have.
But it's a different word, yeah.
Like
Like if you're carrying liquid, if you're carrying like a bunch of clothes or things like that. But in this case,
I'm gonna have to write all this down and look for it. But it's doggy. Well, I know it's not what you need. Waji na we dahe. Doggy na we dahe.
doggy na we dahe.
Maybe it still don't sound right, but
but this
close.
is specifically
Yeah.
talking about carrying off something alive.
Yeah.
And you're and this
Doggy
is
we dahe would be for a log.
doggy we dahe.
Yeah, would be for like a log or something.
Yes.
A thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Doggy
Huida.
huida. So nole wajina huida he uwe chake. And then of course be aware, different communities will, when we're talking about the past, some will use he, some will use huh, some use both, depending on the situation. My understanding, and this is as a second language learner, is that he, the eh sound is more indicative of like if you're telling a story or something like that, something that you did not personally see yourself happen, and is just like, well, this is what I was told happened. You know, the eh and the makes it more concrete that
This is what happened.
This happened for sure, you know, kind of thing. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But I have noticed that different speakers, some will use, you know, wajinawi, that was Peggy. You and Melvina both would have wajinawi when they're, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so those of you at home, just be aware, some speakers use some use eh. They both mean the past tense.
Yeah.
It just means it happened.
Yeah.
It happened before now. No le wajina hui da he uwe chake hia. Stayosa nikod ani kline. Ani kline skigat du udalula taladu. Stayosa is again can be hard. Nigad ani kline. Everyone slept. Skigatu, 15. Udalula, taldu, 15 minutes before 12.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Stayosa, again, that means hard.
Hard.
Nigod, everyone, or all. Ani kline, they
Sleepy.
they slept. Skigatu, 15. Udalula, that's when you're telling time and it's like 10 till, 15 till, 20 till. This udalula.
Before.
Yeah, it means before. Taldu, 12. And so you don't have to put the word minutes.
Right.
Is that right?
No, atlilostana.
Atlilostana.
Yeah.
You don't have to put that in there because we know.
Right.
And we do that in English too. We don't say 15 minutes until, well, some people do.
Yeah.
But usually we just say, oh, it's 15 till, 10
12.
till, 5 till. And then if it's after Ula Sost, is that?
Yeah. Ulosust.
Ulo Sust. I got to transpose Ula Ulo Sust.
You're about to say skinny.
So Udalula is before, and then after is?
After ulosan.
Yeah.
Ulosan.
Would you read this one for us?
Stajosa negat ani litne skigatu udalula taldu.
Okay. And so they all slept sound until 15 minutes till 12. Okay. All right. So now we get to try them in the syllabary. So uni yeja ge sa sat du a tli lisa. So they stayed awake until 11 o'clock. Do done no do done no at skili nikata yanwi ani ya uni ya gal jode stayosa uni tlane nole wajina huita he uwej ageha stayosa nigod ani kline skigat du udalula tal du. making my brain work, and my brain doesn't like it. Would you read these 5 for us?
Unieja ges se satu atli lisa. Du do neno adskili. Negata yawi uni ya sa.
Unia
Unia galzote. Stajosa uni lane. Nole ta ji nawi da he uweji ageha. Stajosa negata ani lene skigate udalula taldu.
Excellent. Okay. So we have about 5 minutes left. So let's see. We'll play our game. I always like playing with you because everyone else cheats. So, if you give me the Cherokee, and I'll see if I can, because a lot of this vocabulary is new for me too.
Okay.
So I'll see if I can do the English.
Okay.
First.
Taldu.
12. That one I know.
Atli Lisa.
Atli Lisa. That's like a clock, basically the time.
Ageha.
A woman.
Uni lane.
They were sleeping. They went to sleep, right?
Galzote.
That's a house.
Unieja.
Oh, Unieta. They were awake. They stayed awake.
Stajosa.
Hard.
Nole.
And then
Negata.
everyone are all.
Okay. Wachinawita.
She, in this case, is like she carried her somewhere. She took her off.
Unia. Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Uniya.
Okay. Hey,
that-
let me read that so I can
Okay.
remember what that word is. Dudo neno adskili, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Negata yawi. Uniyae katsoda. Should be aniyae.
Aniya.
Yeah, katsoda.
The ones in there.
Yeah. So, yawi.
People.
Satu.
11.
And uwechi.
Offspring or child.
Dudo neno.
And then she conjured them.
Yeah. So we did all those, and anadonisk is the people that conjure.
Ah, yeah.
Anadonisk. So that's
Dudone.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Adanoni.
Adan.
Noni.
Yeah.
Adadonisk.
Yeah. That would be
Adadonisk.
people that conjure,
That do
and
it.
then dudon. We're missing something in that one.
Dudadon or do.
Yeah, we're missing a dudadon. Dudadon.
Dudadone. No.
Yeah,
Dudadone.
yeah,
No.
yeah. That would
Dudadone,
maybe-
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll need to fix.
We'll keep that in our head.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got them.
All right. Oh gosh, let me. We've only got 3 minutes left. Let me see if I can do the Cherokee.
Okay.
You give me the English, and I'll. Oof, gosh, I'll try.
Okay. Time.
Atli Lisa.
12.
Total.
Woman.
Okay, yeah.
Carried.
What you what the
What you know we.
what you know what the
What you know we done.
we what you know we the
Yes. Hard.
Styles.
All.
The God.
Sleep.
They we need
Plane.
clean. I was wanting to say we need clean, and I was like, no, that's not it. We need
House
clean.
or room.
Culture,
All.
the God,
People.
you know,
Which.
Atskili,
11.
Satu.
Okay, I think you got them all.
All right, so this is as far as we've gotten into the story. So it's gotten more interesting. The witch made everybody go to sleep, and she carried her daughter off somewhere. So in the next story, hopefully we'll find out where she took her and whether she finally gets to take the prince's head off. So we had when Melvina was here, we had an interesting conversation about taking someone's head off, because she was talking about, like if you're butchering chickens or, because I remarked, I was like, well, it seems so odd that we have a word that just means take something's head off.
Yeah.
And she said, well, it makes sense, when you look at our culture and
Yes,
history.
because we even took the heads off crawdads.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, that's what she said too. Yeah. Yeah. So we hope you have enjoyed the lesson. We hope you found some vocabulary in there that you didn't know before that would help you. So from all of us here at Cherokee Nation and RSU TV, I just want to say, what don't?
Don't go high.